All right, listen up. If you're banking on the 4-year crypto cycle, you are about to make a catastrophic financial mistake. There is a lie being pushed by Wall Street designed to steal your crypto, but the truth is hidden in one single, undeniable economic force. Now, by the end of this explainer, you will know the real timeline for the XRP market top, and trust me, it is not what you think.
Look, the most dangerous idea in crypto right now is thinking this cycle will just end like all the others. It won't. And if you follow that old, outdated playbook, you are literally going to sell your XRP for pennies on the dollar right before the real move actually happens.
So what we have is a tale of two cycles. On one side, you've got their lie, the predictable, almost comfortable 4-year Bitcoin halving cycle. And on the other side, you've got our truth, the data-driven, extended global liquidity cycle. Understanding the difference between these two is what's going to separate the rich from the completely wrecked in this bull run.
So you have to ask, who is pushing this lie, and more importantly, why? Well, this isn't some accident. It's a coordinated attack. Let's pull back the curtain on how they plan to steal your wealth.
The players are exactly who you'd expect, right? We're talking about BlackRock and the big Wall Street institutions. Their weapon of choice? It's information. Or really, it's disinformation. They are hammering this 4-year cycle narrative into the ground for one reason, to make you panic. The strategy is brutally simple. Scare you into selling so they can scoop up your assets for cheap.
And this shows you their entire endgame. On the left, this is you, selling your XRP at maybe $2, thinking you've locked in profits at the cycle top. And on the right, that's them, buying your XRP and then selling it later for $10, maybe even more. See, they're not just taking profits, they are taking your profits.
It is time to expose this lie for exactly what it is. We're going to break down why the old rules are completely and totally broken.
I want you to let this sink in. This entire story you hear everywhere, it's a manufactured lie. It is designed from the ground up to make you panic. This is psychological warfare, and your portfolio is on the front line. It's not based on today's economic reality, it's based on their desire to get their hands on your assets.
So if the 4-year cycle is a total lie, then what's the truth? What is the real force that's actually pushing this market forward?
Okay, forget the calendar. You have to follow the cash. The one true market driver is the global liquidity cycle. Just think of it like this giant ocean of money from central banks all over the world just sloshing around looking for a place to go. This whole thing is based on relentless money printing. It does not care about a 4-year schedule, it only cares about liquidity. And for all of you watching in the US, you know this number all too well. We're talking over $34 trillion. This right here is the reason the rules have completely changed. That staggering US national debt isn't just some political talking point, it's a market-altering superforce that is fueling this liquidity engine. And because of that debt, they have no choice. They have to keep that money printer running longer and harder than ever before. This isn't just a theory, okay? It's mathematical necessity. Every single new dollar that gets printed extends this liquidity cycle, and that necessity, it has shattered the old 4-year timeline to pieces.
Which brings us to the new blueprint. Think of this as your classified timeline to victory. This is the actionable intelligence you absolutely need to navigate the real cycle.
So this all leads down to the one question that really matters, doesn't it? If the old timeline is broken, when is the real top? Well, the new math, which is based on these lengthening liquidity cycles, is crystal clear. The cycle has extended. It's no longer a sprint, my friends. It's a marathon. And here it is. The new math proves the top is not coming in 2024 or 2025. As you can see right on this chart, the trend line, based on the current liquidity model, shoots way past the traditional peak, and it lands squarely in Q2 2026. To be specific, May 2026. So, here is how this is all going to play out. This is your new timeline. The major Altseason, I'm talking about the real explosion for assets like XRP, that's going to kick off around February and March of 2026. This is going to build up to the final market top in May 2026, and our price target for XRP during that peak, a cool $10 to $30.
And hey, don't think of this as some kind of delay. This extended cycle is a gift. It's giving more time for the real institutional money, the BlackRock money, to fully flood into this space.
This pretty much guarantees that the profit potential on the other side is going to be exponentially larger than it ever could have been.
So, you now have a life-changing choice to make. You can follow the old, broken map straight off a cliff, or you can use the new one. Whatever you do, do not become their exit liquidity.
And make no mistake about it, the market might feel kind of slow right now, but this is the calm before the absolute storm. The window you have to get positioned correctly based on this new timeline, well, it's closing, and it's closing fast.
If you want to stay ahead of Wall Street's dirty tricks, you need this information. So right now, smash that subscribe button for crypto global news. Do it!
And don't stop there. Hit that bell icon too. Our updates are incredibly time sensitive, and missing just one could be the difference between life-changing profit and total ruin.
And for the most critical, uncensored intelligence, you have to be in our private community. Scan this QR code on your screen right now and join our Telegram. This is where we share the alpha first, before anyone else even gets a sniff of it.
Look, knowing the final top is May 2026 is one thing, but knowing when to get in before the massive alt season is everything. I have mapped out the exact month the XRP explosion begins in this video on the left. Click it right now.
Stay ahead in the crypto market. Subscribe now for the latest global news and updates.